thought I would take a few minutes and answer a question that has come up repeatedly. It seems to be a fairly common question that people have. Now, the question is, how has astral projection changed your life? So I've seen the same topic covered on several other YouTube channels, and I think that what you'll find is that my answers to this question are maybe slightly different than those presented on other channels. The reason I say that is because I think that every other video, without exception, that I've seen on this topic says something like, ever since learning to project, I'm no longer afraid of dying because I've seen, I've experienced, I've got 100% absolute verifiable proof that I can exist without my physical body. Life after death and that kind of thing. So while I would sincerely love to tell you that that is what I've gained from this practice, unfortunately, all of my experiments to try to verify the validity of these experiences have come back negative. So for those of you who have already seen evidence, you've already determined that this is something other than a hallucination or a fabrication of your own mind, be patient with me. I want to get there, but I'm just not the kind of person that can take anecdotal evidence or somebody else's word for it. I've got to experience this for myself. But I guarantee you, once I do get there, you will see a sequel to this video. In the meantime, I thought I would go ahead and share how projection has changed my life over the last 3 years, because it has been significant, especially considering 3 short years ago, I had never even heard of projection. My very first semi-accidental experience happened 2 years and 11 months ago. And that one experience has turned into what I can only presume is going to be a lifelong passion, bordering on obsession. Over the last 2 years and 11 months, I have recorded over 2,100 dreams, over 50 lucid dreams, and several dozen projections. I don't see that stopping anytime soon. I have probably put, quite honestly, more time into researching, studying, and practicing this than I put into my bachelor's and my master's degrees combined, which, I don't know, maybe that's a little bit sad, but it gives you an idea of how much time and effort I've put into this. So I would say the very first major impact to my life, aside from just, this lifelong obsession, I would say is that I used to spend a third of my life unconscious, and 8 hours a day just sleeping, a blank slate with nothing to remember for it, and now I have probably almost as many sleeping memories as I have waking memories. Between projection, lucid dreaming, regular dreaming, it just makes me feel like I'm more fully utilizing this life that I have. So I would say that's probably number one. Number two, it has given me the opportunity to tap into creativity that is otherwise difficult to reach or maybe impossible to reach. I'm a musician, or at least I pretend to be. I play guitar, sing, write music and lyrics. And there are a lot of days where I just seem to hit this mental roadblock when it comes to writing. And what I found is that in the out-of-body state, it's like you've got this direct, unfiltered connection to your creative subconscious mind. And all I do is just put the intent out there to be inspired regarding whatever I'm working on, and it just comes to me like that. It's almost like somebody else is feeding you these ideas rather than you having to come up with these ideas yourself. So one of the most common questions I get over email is, why would I want to project? Once I get out of body, what am I going to do? I've always been a big fan, if you've watched my videos, you know this, of having a plan of action, having a list of tasks or objectives that you want to accomplish. Because for me personally, the out-of-body state never lasts long enough. And the time in it is just far too precious to waste, so I like to have a list of things to do. And if you don't have anything planned, no objectives to accomplish when you're out of body, put this on your list. Whether it's creativity regarding writing or artwork or music, or just to be inspired in some way, just go into it with that intent, and you will be amazed at how easily it comes to you when you're in that state. All right, so the next one I would say is something that a lot of you, it may not seem like a big deal to a lot of you, but for me it was huge, and that is this channel. For those of you who don't know me outside of the YouTube world, I am an extremely introverted person. And I struggled going back and forth for a good 6 to 9 months as to whether or not I should create this channel. On the one hand, I really wanted like-minded people to talk to. I wanted people to share experiences with. I wanted people who knew more than I did that I could learn from. People who were just starting out and I could share experiences and try to help them avoid roadblocks, pitfalls, hurdles, stuff that I had gone through, and make their time learning this a little bit easier. And then on the other hand, I would think of 100 reasons as to why I should not create this channel. In the end, the pros outweighed the cons. I created the channel. I've never regretted it. I've met some of the most incredible people who are going along the same path that I'm going on, and it's been amazing. So it's become a huge part of my life. I would say that would be the next one. And then the last one I think I'll share today is something that's sort of along the same lines as a YouTube channel, and it's something that sort of fell into my lap about 3 months ago that I had never intended. I was talking back and forth with Michael Raduga over email. And so if you don't know Michael Raduga, he is the author of the book The Phase. It is by far one of the most practical, pragmatic guides to learning the basic steps behind projection. It's a free ebook. It's on his website. There's a physical copy you can buy as well, but the free ebook contains everything that you need. Anyways, I'm talking back and forth with him on email, and he offered me a position at his Phase Research Center as their online instructor, teaching lessons over Skype. So I took it, and over the last 3 months, I have spent many, many hours over many sessions, working with the same people over and over and over again, and watching their knowledge and their experience go from just a base understanding, a general desire to learn to project, to evolving into something that's much deeper, and seeing their first experience turn this practice into something that is something they're passionate about, just the way that I am. So between the YouTube channel and being able to talk to thousands of people and these Skype lessons that I'm now doing for the Phase Research Center, I've got everything I ever imagined covered, and more than I imagined. I never had planned on actually teaching lessons, so it's turned out to be a very cool experience for me. It is incredibly difficult to believe that it has only been 2 years and 11 months when there are people out there who've been doing this for decades. So no doubt this will continue to evolve and continue to impact my life, and as it does, I'll make a sequel to this video and I'll share how it does. But in the meantime, that is it for now. So as always, like, comment, subscribe, help me build this community, and I will talk to you guys again soon.